Hi guys, welcome to Tech Tuesday. My name is Felipe with Velocity Factor. Today's segment is brought to you by H&R, the leader in suspension components. Today we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of wheel spacers, everything you need to know about putting wheel spacers on your car the right way. Alright, so to summarize the do's and don'ts about wheel spacers. The spacers must be hub-centric. That's very important. That's going to avoid vibration, and that's going to make sure that everything is safe, so the weight of the car is on the hub and not on the studs. Once the spacers are installed, they must be torque to specification and a start pattern with a minimum of 95 foot-pounds of torque and retorqued 50 miles afterwards. Some trucks are usually 115 foot-pounds to 145, so check your application accordingly. The wheel spacer must sit flush and touch the hub uniformly, so that make sure that the bevel is not in the way, that there's no bolts in the way, and that the spacer is kissing the factory hub all the way back. We need to make sure that the lugs are longer to accommodate the spacer width. So if we put a 15 millimeter spacer, we need to make sure we use a 15 millimeter longer bolt. All right, so here are some don'ts, textbook mistakes that people have made that have been costly mistakes that we want to avoid. So we want to make sure that we avoid universal spacers, avoid spacers that are not hub-centric, avoid spacers that are drilled or modified in any way to make it fit. We need to make sure that we avoid spacers with bolts that are not long enough, and we want to also make sure that we avoid a spacer that doesn't kiss the face of the hub, or it's wobbly, or it's used, or it's warped, or anything like that. Recommendations for you guys are that you use a new wheel spacer that's torque to spec, that it's from a company like H&R, reputable company. When you do that, you can choose anything from as thin as you want it to as thick as you want. We can have a professional measure your car to see which is the right width wheel spacer for your car, order the right parts, have them installed professionally, everything torqued, and you're not going to have any problems with your wheel spacers. Make sure you take your car on a test drive after you install the wheel spacers. Make sure you don't feel any vibration. Go ahead and come back, re-torque your wheels, and you should be good to go. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this segment. Thank you, H&R, for providing us with these fantastic products. My name is Felipe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.